So we're here with Ironman World Record holder Lionel Sanders at the 2017 Boston Marathon. We're just a few hours, actually I guess for you just an hour or two after the race. What kind of brought you to Boston this year?
This is my mom. My mom's done this race her 5th year. It's one of her favorite races, and I've never done an open marathon before actually. So I figured, I qualified in Kona 2 years ago for this race, and I said, when am I ever going to get an opportunity to do this race again, especially with my mom? So that was the plan. We signed up for the race, and then she got her qualification spot, and we decided we were going to do this year together.
So you're obviously used to doing a marathon after 5-6 hours kind of hard racing. How did you kind of run the race today?
Well, it was funny when we were driving on the buses out to Hopkinton. It was like hardcore. Like you never actually see the distance you're about to travel. So I still can't believe that we traveled that far. But it wasn't too bad. I've been doing a lot of my endurance work. So I did my first 28K of this run at my long run pace as I normally would. Did my last long run last Sunday, so it worked out perfectly. And then I waited for my mom, and then we ran the final 10K together. And she did a good job. She held her goal was 3:30. She ended up running 3:35, but we ran that final 10K together, holding 8-minute miles. So she got it back together for the final 10K. It was good.
So what did it kind of mean for you and your mother to do this Boston Marathon this year? And
this is an amazing race, absolutely amazing race. Like it's very difficult actually to not run hard. I tried to stick to my plan. I got a big race, North American Championship in 3 weeks, so I didn't want to run too hard, so I stuck to my pace. But it was hard. There's just crowds everywhere you look. And the community embraces it. It's just a fantastic event, and then to share it with my mom, this is something we'll think about for the rest of our lives, really. So it was a great day all around.
So you used to be kind of a varsity runner and kind of an up-and-coming developing runner. Have you ever thought about doing a standalone marathon?
I did around the Bay in 2000. I think it was 14. I finished 3rd, so that's probably my best run result I've done. I was 136 there. I certainly my swimming was so poor back then. I was actually starting to think after that result, I was starting to think maybe you could, be a good domestic level runner and sort of go for the small prize purses and stuff around Canada. And but fortunately, my swimming started to come around, and then I sort of dropped the dream of being a runner and said, okay, I'm going to be a triathlete. But running's always been my first love. I got into running when I was in grade 3. And I've pretty much run unbroken for other than a little 2-year stint in college where I stopped running, but I've been a runner for almost 20 years now. And when I'm on my recovery period and I'm only doing one sport, I always do go back to running. So
you said your mom has done, I think this is the 5th consecutive year she's done this?
Not consecutive, but it's her 5th Boston, yeah.
Have you ever come here to watch her do it?
No, it's my first time in Boston. I've never been to a big city marathon, actually. Never been to a big city race whatsoever. So I've done, probably the biggest race I ever done is Kona, which is, I don't know, maybe 10,000 people, 15,000 spectators and participants. So this was quite shocking to see busload after busload of people. There's probably more porta-johns here than there were people at the Ironman World Championship. So it definitely was shocking from that perspective. But it was cool. It was a fun experience to see. I can't believe that. You got to give credit to the race organizer of these things. How the heck they make this whole thing work is amazing.
Then what are you going to do, I guess, later today? And then
we're going to go to the Cheers bar and have a beer at the Cheers bar. That'll be our thing. And then just enjoy the moment and have fun.
Great. Thanks a lot, Lionel.
Thank you, man.